I'm speed running. All right, chat. You just have to make sure that Riley isn't watching this stream. He detected it through my Steam notifications. I'm gonna run the EXE directly. All right, let me reload chat. What? What? No! 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 All right, folks. All right, folks. Okay, I don't know. So, like, anyways, I'll bring this up in probably a video after Easter. I know what on Easter. Oh, the exit button moves around a little bit. That's new. Is it trying to outrun me? I'm waiting for the English B-side. Look, look, look.
You have alerted the horde.
Mic on.
Have I? Look, 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 look. Look what happens to her face when I click no. When I click...
He just looks directly at you.
She's like all chill and stuff, but then look at her face, which she's like, her facial expression, like, what do you, just the act. Just the act. She just frowns. Mita, I'm going to close you.
Did you see the image I made though? I was able to get a screenshot of the Gateway stars playing me side, and then I captured he's alerted the horde.
Just send that ping at everyone on my server now.
Oh, okay. Ping that to everybody.
Yes.
Okay.
Why is it roasting me about my memes? Item weakness is cringe. My weakness is cringe.
Yo, me side rattling boy.
Hey. That doesn't count.
What?
I thought it was just the ASMR that counted.
Yeah, I know. I'm just doing the funny.
Yeah.
Did you test out the You test out the mod pack, by the way? Like, how did that go?
I'll do it right now.
Yeah, but I sent you the new one where it also has this shoulder surfing one.
Yeah.
So you can delete the old one because that one's outdated. But this new one has shoulder surfing and also has the different resource packs you can apply. It also has the shader pack that you added.
What is honestly your favorite mod? Because I know you like mods.
You know good and well what my favorite mod is. I just haven't touched it in a while.
What is it? The organ?
Yes. I just have not touched it in a while. It hasn't been updated. It hasn't been updated in so long. I like doing mod packs where I'm like doing a bunch of different things. Like there's like swarms of mobs and guns and stuff. But I like the Organ one because it's more nostalgic.
Why? Because Tommy Innit did a coverage on it?
No, it's because it was I did the Organ mod around the time I around the time we first became friends, and it was the first real video I made on my channel.
Yeah.
It was the first real mod.
Notice how
video.
like I already set everything up to look identical to like what I had on the other PC.
Yeah.
Everything on Windows is set to be
Familiarity.
identical.
Oh, F6, you can free cam. What do you know?
I could hear my GPU. Why is it square? Why is it a square?
It's in steel.
Press enter to enable the narrator.
No.
Okay, so for resource packs.
Oh.
Yeah, you already see physics settings. You already see that. That's a new thing. I didn't know if you wanted to configure the shaders first, but that's alright. But the resource packs don't add fresh player animations. You gotta add the better animations one. I mean the butter animations one.
Alright. You know what? Screw it. I'm doing this on a...
Single player?
Yeah, we're doing this on single player.
Narrator, use mouse cursor, game menu. Narrator, narrate system. Narrator, off.
What
So I
the
can
heck
configure
is
your
this?
controls. Wait, hold on, your cape? Okay, so F5 it just changes your POV. Press O, you'll be able to switch shoulders when you do that.
Whoa!
What the? Well, hold on. How are you able to do that now? Hold on.
I don't know!
How in the world? Oh, I think that there's a keybind that you just pressed that you haven't configured yet that allows you to go into free cam mode.
What?
Just configure your controls, Gateway.
Hold on. Why is it... How do I get out of this? Help me!
Hold on. You gotta see the controls. We got. It has to do with the shoulder surfing.
Okay, what is...
Yeah, there's cheat utils as well. Hold on, give me a second. Let me look real quick. Controls, keybinds.
How do...
Hold on, is it F6?
F7.
I think you pressed F6. I think that's what it is because I just found it too.
F8.
Holy crap! I can literally just. Cool.
I'm gonna put F9.
Okay, now press F9 to get out of that now. Okay, now you're back to it. Press it. Oh yeah, your cape's more wavy, by the way. If you jump around a bit.
Look at this, I'm pushing all these blocks.
Hey, that's the physics mod, okay? just go into the physics settings and oh, by the way, yeah, you can use them as soccer balls too. I did that as well.
Everything crumbles. Whoa! If I hit the bottom of the tree, it just collapses.
Yeah, that's what the physics mod does there. At least on single player worlds.
I'm deforesting this whole area.
Do you want to send an invite to me?
Sure.
Yummers. We gotta do like a purely survival server at one point.
I'm destroying everything.
Blocks is how it goes to, blocks is how you change how it breaks.
A pro version.
That's gonna apply to the blocks in the future. So you're gonna, yeah. And then Blocky just makes it a full block, and you can change it to particles or fragments too. It's not gonna disappear for a while because those have your old settings. See, the ones that you just broke are disappearing.
I'm like, what is this?
For real. Oh yeah, also it has the voice chat thing that I suggested for your server.
This is gonna be very... Hold on, let me look at my... Whoa! Yeah, I'm already going down to the double digits in frame rates. Hold on, let me make my video frame rates. Max frame rates.
Max frame rate's gonna be in general. Go down underneath VSync, max frame rate. Yeah, this affects me too, okay?
Yeah. You're the first one watching. I'm sorry I didn't hear you before, AJ. If you're still here. But I am messing around with mods.
Goober automated defense system. Oh my god. Craftcat's activating the Goober defense system.
SendCal?
Yeah.
I'm gonna use a chicken. Its corpse is gone. I don't know what I'm doing. This is so addicting. Hold on, let me see my task manager. CPU 36%. This is so trippy and weird. What mod is for the echoing that stuff?
Hold on. Let me see.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and try out the snapshot.
Sound Physics Remastered.
All right, we're gonna try it. Yep, creative. It's creative. So I'm gonna go ahead and try out the snapshot. 25 W15. 25 is the year, and I think W means the week, but I know 25 means the year because I remember.
Real.
I used to play on the snapshots a lot, like pretty much all the time. Like when 1.8 and 1.9 were.
You can add physics CPU threads. Apparently, that's whatever it is.
Physics
Wait, hold on.
CPU threads.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect biome. Gassed and happy gassed. And ladies and gentlemen, game rule.
Hold on. I just discovered something. Let's see if I can do this. I'm gonna go to your server.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and try out the snapshot. I'll be right there.
Alrighty. I'm just trying out something that I saw. Okay, so
All right, chat. So we're gonna go over to the Nether. Flint and steel. Bum 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 bum. No, bum bum. I'm like totally Minecraft brain rotted right now. Flint and steel. Did it make the?
I found something out. You can adjust the gravity in which the mobs ragdoll.
A dried gas. All right, gotta try this out. Go to the beach. Place a ghast. And then game roll, random tick speed, 5,000. Bone meal. Can we bone meal this thing? No, we can't.
No, you can't. You actually have to wait. So, make the tick speed faster.
Tick speed rate 50,000.
Like, replace it all with 9s, maybe.
No, I got it.
Just wait for it. Patience, Gateway. Patience.
I have none.
Then just use a spawn egg. Summon a happy gas. Its facial expression changes too, apparently, over time. Like, it just slowly starts smiling, I believe. Is there a way to make the time go by faster then? Because, yeah, I don't know. The gateway. So I figured out something. I changed the gravity of the ragdolling and
Happy guess.
wait, hold on. Oh my gosh, the happy guest. There's a hitbox to where you can stand on top of it. No, you need a actual
What?
need something. You need a harness.
I'm gonna put a black harness. Whoa! Oh, this is so cool. Look at this thing.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Hey, buddy.
Real.
This is so cool. This is so cool.
I'm gonna fling this creeper into the abyss. Wah. Hold on. Does that mean... Oh, it always just goes in the direction of...
Wait, then how do I go down?
I got to go.
I'm standing on a ghast. The
I think
happy
maybe you
ghast.
look... I think maybe you look down and then push forward.
There we go. There we go. We're going down. But space
That
is up.
Mary
Look
Poppins
down.
ass physics.
There's just something magical about riding a ghast. This, you know what? Now that I've tried it out, this change might have just saved Minecraft.
Bro, what the hell? Okay, physics setting. So I have changed the gravity to where now, whenever I hit something, it just instantly just fades away. So it's like in a consistent direction. Like, are you seeing this?
I'll look at it.
But yeah, like,
All right, this.
like it's just in a consistent direction no matter what. I could just wait. You just instantly fly away like Mary Poppins physics or something.
I'm gonna just go in and log in with my.
You with me, sing my name. That does not get old. What the hell? It just tweaked the gravity. That's all I did. Wait, hold on. If I just put the X value to 0, I think they'll just fly into the air.
Yeah. You
Like,
should look
they'll
right.
just ascend. They'll go into heaven. Yeah, okay, so if I do that... Hello?
I just. Did I come out of nowhere?
A gateway. Hold on, gateway, I want to see if this works.
What? Bro!
You went into heaven. You went into heaven. Okay, try killing me. Try killing me. Like, kill me once you look at me. Like, look at me and then just kill me there. Oh wait, that's right. You haven't set it on your side yet.
Yeah, I haven't done it on my side. I'm just... Wait, why are you in a room full of levers?
You didn't see that. You didn't see that. You didn't see that.
What do all these things do?
It's absolutely nothing right now. Something I had in mind, but it just never happened. Anyways, now we need to get out of here. We're inside of an obsidian box. Okay.
TP at a 100 0.
Hold on 1 second.
Let me speak.
Yeah, but on the server, you need to install the Plasmo voice mod.
Please.
I'm sorry about the background noise.
That's alright. What happened to him? He didn't know what that meant. Did you just kill us? I just saw your screen. Everything gets yeeted to the sky. Can I get in the way of it? Oh, I was so close to it. Yeah, Riley's gone schizophrenic. Been streaming.
Metalheads when I put a comically large magnet by them. Wah wah. Hold on, is my mic working?
Yes.
Okay, it's working. Yippee. Metalheads when I put a comically large magnet above them. Yeah, you can tweak all that stuff inside of the gravity settings. It's for like different biomes too.
Bro, I've never had one. Trust me, bro.
What if I just let's put it on block. What if I just put the thing just to blocks?
I am
Blocks
placing
all fractured.
blocks in shit cause I'm in fucking Minecraft.
It's like it's getting lost to the wind. If you play, like it's like it's getting lost to the wind. Like if we just go over to like a place and just start digging up the ground, it'll just start flying. Like something sucking up the, like something just sucking up the world.
Huh. Does it work with the fill command? Let me just try this.
What if you just fill command like a bunch of like sand or something?
Air destroy.
Oh,
Whoa.
it does. What the hell?
Why are you killing the pandas? Bro! Why are you
The
killing the
echo.
pandas?
The echo.
Wait, how do you hit so hard?
I'm Goku.
Prove it. What? No, the warning didn't even stand a chance!
It just instantly shatters into like.
How on earth did I get the boots of purity?
Oh yeah, I gave it to you. I destroyed my pair. I'm sorry, but yeah. They give you speed and different buffs, but also allow you to glide as if you had an Elytra. So it looks like you're wearing rocket boots. By the way, just warning you, you have the barrel roll mod, so it's going to be really weird.
You have the barrel roll? Or the barrel? Do a barrel roll!
When you fly, you'll what happens if I destroy a barrier? Oh, it just shows nothing.
Yeah, because the barrier, press the middle button to pick it. Like, take this.
Lost it to the void.
Okay, now.
But yeah, now you can see why I'm playing soccer or something. I just get this and then my ball.
Whoa!
My ball. No. Yeah, this is the thingy there.
Also, how do I stop getting targets?
Oh yeah, by the way, the different tools now have different textures.
Yeah.
So barrel roll mod does this, where I can.
The enchant.
I'm walking on water. I'm like Elsa now.
See, now I get a whole bunch of cinematic shots with this.
I'm gonna base it on the grid.
It looks like the freaking apocalypse is happening with this ice just breaking as you're doing the path. Water bucket.
Water bucket! Release! I like how Jack Black, they decided to reference the bucket clutch in the Minecraft movie.
Yeah, it's just become an essential part of every person's playthrough.
I did a bucket clutch from like the top of the world all the way to the bottom.
By the way, this mod pack, is this just contagious schizophrenia now? Because you can see the blocks and all that stuff.
Oh
Water
no!
bucket.
You're gonna hit the
Water
tower!
We shouldn't make jokes like that with the audience, buddy. But I mean, nope, not doing that.
Ender chest.
Another joke. Anyways, you should try flying around with like the elytra and the thing, or the boots in that thing. Like, get a rocket and just start flying around the church. It's really cool.
Remember bug chuckets?
You should get into. There's two.
How about we do PvP, but we can see everyone's perspective? I'm following you.
Both get.
Gateway star, 20 out of 20 health. Water
on.
bucket.
My microphone
Some
is...
steel.
Hold on, let me just adjust my... filters.
My gosh, I just.
Limiter. All right.
Hey, hurry. It's happening. Oh, hell no. The thing is after me, I'm good. I'm good. I'm actually good.
You know what?
I'm actually.
Wait, did you respawn the Ender?
No, it was already spawned. Hold on, give me a second. I'll take care of it.
Oh, you're doing this because I already got rid of the Ender Dragon in my war. The Ender Dragon.
Bye-bye. Oh yeah, I defeated it in one punch and just ragdolled instantly.
Test.
Hello. I defeated the Ender Dragon in one punch.
Nice. Very nice.
I became Saitama. I'm Saitama-ing it.
There we go. I'm just making sure that the... Now, no wonder why the...
Just like it.
Yeah, I'm just optimizing my audio real quick. I'm just optimizing my audio.
I'm gonna try to make it. Yeah, it's charging up.
Oh. It's my keyboard. Now I know what it is. It's my keyboard. Because even if the computer revs up, it doesn't make much of a sound. All right. We'll get back to Minecraft. Oh yeah, that's fine. Local account. I was just checking. I was just checking in on my...
Yeah, loud. I ended up getting a 13% elemental armor recognition of it.
Ka-chow.
How does that sound?
No.
Okay, I posted this short.
Alright, I'm tired of you flying around.
Remind you of.
I'm tired of you living. Ka-chow.
Okay, I'm gonna move this to the VC.
What does this melody
I'm gonna move
remind
this to
you
the
of?
stage. Ready? Ready for the jump?
Oh my gosh, I can see the pearl trail.
Is there a way to make armor, like, not armor?
Right. Leg extension surgery. Isn't that like really a thing? How tall is my
Yeah,
mom?
like,
She's shorter than me. She's shorter than I am. So I don't know what she was on about.
Why are you what? Oh wait, what are you watching? Hold on, let me first
Lazuli.
actually see what the heck you're watching.
It's
Oh,
only like
real?
5 foot. I'm 5'1". Thank you very much.
That's a full 10 inches shorter than me.
Oh, I'm get.
Okay, we're gonna jump over to the stage. Is that a...
Gateway. Look at my level. Look at my level.
Your level?
Yeah, on here.
Where?
Minecraft. Okay, random squid just died. Anyways.
All right. Are you ready to jump onto the onto the general chat? Onto the...
I'm gonna die. Oh, I didn't even die because of that? What the heck?
stuff. He's not even... I'm not sure if he's even listening. All right. Earth to Riley. Earth to Riley.
Burp.
Earth to Riley.
What are you doing, Gateway Star?
I'm gonna do it.
Are you going to schizo post?
Hold on, let's see. Is this? You know what would be really funny?
He's becoming anime.
Oh yeah, I use this
Trying
program.
to escape into the anime realm.
Being a goof. Oh my goodness! Here we go.
Wait, hey Gateway, have you seen my card?
Your card?
That I got. Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Darn right, root beer is an attack.
No.
We need to literally do the biggest stream so we can start editing. Because I really want to demo my editing ability so I can start commissioning like editing just to show things off.
Yeah, you could network a bit more there because you have done networking stuff with like VTubers and audio stuff. So chances are, and you're good at editing, so chances are you could do something about that.
Yeah.
I'm decent at editing audio and
Hold on, let me just adjust my Razer keyboard. Quick selections, everything.
I am decent at making random lore
Wheel.
out of simple edits. Like the schizo posts that I did with the technotism over here, just like being like, what the hell am I?
I'm also like networking with an actual organization or an actual branch of the Catholic Church.
Nice.
Like the diocese, which I actually have done.
What do you plan to do with that sort of
like I know I have connections within the diocese. So
yeah.
Within my local diocese.
With me, like when it comes to editing, I'm just absolutely insane, and I either use like the web editor Clipchamp or I use CapCut. Yeah. And like 95% of the time, I'm using Clipchamp.
You could actually. How much RAM do you got? Just press Control Shift Escape.
Control Shift Escape. Oh yeah, that's right. It opens up Task Manager.
Yeah, and then just go to the memory section.
Control Shift Escape.
In my case, I have 32 gigabytes of RAM.
Memory. Yeah, I have 32 as well.
All right. What about your VRAM? It's down here, like dedicated GPU memory, which I have 8 gigabytes of dedicated GPU memory or VRAM.
My GPU memory is 24 gigabytes.
Oh, very nice. Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna send you the ability to install DaVinci Resolve. Your computer can.
How's that gonna work? Like, I don't know how it works. I mean, I could figure it out.
Here, I'll drop you DaVinci Resolve. I am confident in your ability to use Resolve. I'm pretty sure you'll figure it out. This is what I used to edit, and I've been using this since early 2023. And hold on, let me make the stream announcement. What face should I make?
Do you use DaVinci Resolve or DaVinci Resolve Studio?
I use DaVinci Resolve, not the Studio.
Okay.
Hold on.
Windows 86, Windows ARM.
Windows 86. You're on a Ryzen, right? Windows 86.
I don't have Ryzen stuff. The only thing that's Ryzen I have is I think my webcam.
Yeah, Windows 86.
Oh my god, Windows D.
Tell us how you use this Blackmagic product.
Just put whatever.
Editing videos. What feature should we add? Fish.
I just think they're gonna be like, okay.
So what if I just started making an AI program or something like like Neurosum or something?
Yeah, that sounds cool. Just chilling
Because
on stream.
I have the extra computer So I mean, like, and it's not being used as a server. It's being used as like a. It's not even being used at all. So.
Oh yeah, you reposted this and you were like, few quotes. And for me it was sax. And then I just put Bill Clinton doing the sax. He's like, Mr. I have no relations with that woman. Yeah, right. Okay. Oh yeah. Lenore, succubus VTuber, you have just been captured by me. What is your escape plan? A succubus is a demon, right? Lucky for me.
The power of fish compels you. The power of fish compels you.
All right, here we go. You just been captured by me. What is your escape plan? She's a succubus VTuber. So what I said, a succubus is a demon, right? Lucky for me, I know what compels demons. The power of Christ compels you.
Me drinking 30 root beers and phasing through the wall.
All right. It's gonna take. It's like a few gigabytes, just letting you know. But I'm pretty sure, yeah, you can handle it.
If there, that's the thing. If somebody just traps you, they're not going to be able to keep them trapped if there's some sort of rock climber, because if there's any sort of hole or crevice, they're going to get through it. Just tell them that the crack is. Just tell rock climbers that tell cave Dwight. Just tell them they die, and they will immediately go through it. They will compress to a size of an atom and escape immediately. Tequila. Tequila. Tequila.
Tequila.
AFK for a bit.
All right, you're gonna. Hold on, let me open up DaVinci Resolve. Wait, there's already DaVinci Resolve 20? Hold on. Yeah, I can handle it. Should we just... I think we can do it.
No.
I'm getting desperate, chat. Days left sound.
On the final day. Luke Correa. Come on, pal!
My PC is chill. Otsu, are you still there? Oh. I think Otsu has just been like gone. Lifting weights. No way, no way. Wait.
All right, I am starting up the monstrosity, and we are going to see if we can do anything.
Good.
I have remote access to the desktop. It's funny. Okay, there we go.
Good.
I have remote access to the desk. You have remote access to what?
To the desktop. You said you had remote access to the desktop.
Yeah, I do. I use Chrome Remote Desktop.
Dude,
I closed up.
I
closed out
completely
the
ditched
important
Chrome
page.
for... You know what? You already know. If you think I'm crazy about Brave, you've not seen GNU Keith yet. Gork will be able to do this. Draw me in a random style. Let's see this. Let's see this. Let's see what it is. Wish. Who is this person? And how do they keep finding... Okay, suddenly this video is starting to blow up. Forfin Designs.
Dream, Gatey Starry of Ways. Yeah, I call him Gatey Starry. He's like the gateway to the stars. Like, gateway, you know, like the gateway to the positivity. The gateway, the Gatey Starry.
Back.
Blow
The toilet released the talk. What the?
Last of Us Complete is out now. Don't you want to play The Last of Us again?
Dolphin, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Riley, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm looking at stuff. Alrighty. Bro, what the hell? Okay, you know what?
Both of y'all down.
I'm muting right now.
Let's see if he sees it. Let's see if he sees it. Let's see if he sees it. He might hear it though. Alt and Z for.
What you doing?
Oh, nothing. Nothing.
Tequila.
No.
I'm gonna see if I can.
Ryan's world is being investigated by the FBI. No way, no way.
I mean, many of you have already probably seen hundreds of videos about Ryan's toy review and how his parents are basically milking him for cash like a cow. And even me myself, I have made loads of videos on him. But trust me, it's worth the watch, as his story keeps on getting darker and darker by the day, with this time his parents literally being investigated and exposed by government officials. Anyways, so if you didn't know by now, Ryan Kaji is that child billionaire that had a camera in his face recording toy reviews pretty much before he even came out of the womb. Wait, that's not even possible.
Okay, that's a kind of a funny way to describe it.
Anyways, whilst we were all playing with Barbie dolls, this guy was making your entire family's net worth in a day's worth of YouTube ad revenue, with him currently sitting on 40 million subscribers and 60 billion views. Absolutely outrageous. But building a successful YouTube channel isn't all that Ryan has. He's got his own movie, toys, Nickelodeon show, and much
You have a good
more.
one, Gateway.
It's absolutely crazy. But the controversial thing about all of this is, even though Ryan is the star of this multi-billion-dollar content farm, how much does Ryan get to keep, and how much is stolen by his greedy, evil parents?
You're on track to be a teenage billionaire. How much does Ryan get to keep of all this?
Oh, be careful, Ryan.
People recognize me and be like, hey, you're Ryan. I just realized that you're famous.
What's been the biggest sponsorship that you've said no to?
Millions of dollars. We lost revenue of 70%.
I just pushed through.
You're the first creator ever to have a Macy's Day Parade balloon and to have a product in Walmart that sold over $1 billion.
To just go from just a regular immigrant family and then now full-length feature movie, that's a big step.
If like Ryan were to call it quits, what would happen?
Things get pretty suspicious when you start pulling at the threads of Ryan Kaji's empire. I mean, how much of this vast fortune is actually his? You see, Ryan's parents, Shion and Luan Kaji, are the masterminds behind this operation. They're the ones pulling all the strings, and to say they're living the high life would be an understatement. Multi-million-dollar mansions, check. Exotic vacations, check. Private jets, yeah, they've probably got one of those too. And what's Ryan doing? Well, he's still cranking out toy reviews, even though he's now got facial hair. But why? Is it because he wants to, or is it because his parents are just keeping him locked in a cycle for their own financial gain? Now, if you've watched any of Ryan's videos recently,
yeah, now that I
the kid is
think about it, there's something seems off. There is absolutely no way, because the stuff like toy reviews, you would probably grow out of it. Like I would see, like he probably did. Something just seems off.
He's 13, right? He's no longer the cute 5-year-old reviewing toys like some sort of YouTube prodigy. He's in high school now. He should be playing.
Who's the villain from Despicable Me 3? Because this is giving me that kind of vibes. I forgot the dude's name.
Sports, getting
Brad.
Yeah, that guy.
Throwing Project X kind of parties, not locked inside his bedroom with a camera pointed at his face. Now he looks like someone who's been making videos since preschool. That kid energy is long gone, and it's not just me, his viewership is tanking. He used to get billions of views, but now he's lucky if he hits a couple 100,000 on a video. It's like he's caught in a loop, doing the same thing over and over again, while his parents
Yeah, this is exactly why I wanted to change things up again.
keep pushing him for more content. So how do you save a dying channel? You make a movie, of course. Enter Ryan's World, the movie. This was supposed to be a big comeback, the thing that would resurrect the channel and bring in the views, but
no.
spoiler alert, it's a mess.
You need us. She has a point.
it's just like
For a point.
there's no one there. It's just like the Snow White movie that just came out this year.
I'm the big brother.
Yeah,
I know
that movie
best,
shit.
and I'm in charge.
Yeah.
The twins go home before they get us in the
Look at the
Everyone's talking
Minecraft
about the
movie. They're
Snow
like,
White
you have
movie.
people coming in. There are freaking riots in the theater. And it's like, especially since of Jack Black just coming in and yelling, "Chicken jockey!"
more trouble.
Ryan wants to be an animator,
popcorn
but I doubt he
shit all over the theater.
ever thought his big Hollywood moment would be in this thing.
You know, I wanted to be an astronaut, then I wanted to be an NBA player. I'm curious, like, what do you want to be when you grow up?
When I grow up, I want to be like an animator. I think it's really fun to do because, like, the drawing.
Let him pursue that.
And then, like,
He has all the money in the world. He can pursue what he wants.
at the end, you get to see the whole thing and see what you've, like, worked.
Wait, did I just... Oh, see, just... Can you mute the stream on... Not on your end, but... Like, the actual... I know you're watching my stream, but can you mute that part? Like, just so you can, like...
worked on the whole time. And, like, sometimes I can see, like, the drafts first, and then after I can see, like, the full thing. And it's really cool to see how it changes over time.
Yeah, you were in the front.
Like, Ryan, are you going to keep making YouTube videos, given your interest to be an animator and maybe go behind the camera, like, as you get older?
I think I will keep going for a while, yeah.
The acting, mediocre, the animation, underwhelming, the script, a disaster. Seriously, the whole thing is a train wreck. I'm not even sure how it managed to hit the big screen. To be honest, the reviews were probably more entertaining than the actual movie. This isn't a movie, it's a toy commercial featuring a miserable enslaved 13-year-old.
Damn.
This movie was fire. I love it when Diddy came up on the screen cheeked up with a level 6000 and
I really want to stay clear of the Diddy jokes.
baby oil all over him along with Drake and
That's
Ryan.
the most brain-rotted review I ever seen.
Now, don't get me wrong,
Yes.
Ryan's probably set for life, and while I can't blame his family for enjoying their wealth, it just feels like they've crossed the line. Ryan's childhood has been entirely consumed by this machine his parents built. It's no longer about a kid having fun with toys, it's about capitalizing on a brand, and let's not sugarcoat it, the brand is Ryan. The Kaji family has made millions off his face, and they're doing everything they can to keep the money flowing. But here's the kicker, Ryan's not even the one calling the shots, it's all his parents, and speaking of his parents, let's talk about them for a second and their very dodgy past. Ryan's mum has a bit of a colourful history. Back in 2002, she was arrested for trying to shoplift $93 worth of clothing from JCPenney.
People have been looking into the family's past, and it turns out that Ryan's mother, Luan Guan, was arrested in 2002 for shoplifting. She was trying to steal around $93 worth of clothing from JCPenney at Alameda Mall in Houston, Texas. Luan was 18 at the time and attending the University of Houston. She faced 60 days in jail, and instead the judge gave her 6 months probation and a $150 fine. She was told that she had to complete 40 hours of community service and complete random drug tests. Pretty lenient. Problem is, Luan did not show up to her community service, she didn't report to her community advisor, nor did she pay for the fees. She was arrested again in 2003 for violating her parole and spent 30 days in jail.
It's a petty crime, sure, but what really matters is not her shoplifting past. It's how the family's exploiting Ryan to build their wealth. Ryan's parents are raking in cash while he's stuck in front of a camera, reviewing toys and acted out scripts. The Kajis aren't worried about his well-being as long as they're rolling in millions.
That
They've
is
got
child abuse,
their mansions,
honestly.
their vacations and their
I'm just
luxury
gonna
lifestyle.
say that. That just sounds like child
All
abuse.
thanks to Ryan. And what about him? Well, he's still making videos.
Child
like a
abuse,
hamster running
man.
a wheel. And honestly, I don't know what's up with his mum. She's in every single video, bringing this massive energy like she's auditioning for a role in a big budget Hollywood film. Every time she's on camera, it's like she's trying way too hard. I don't know, maybe she thinks this is her ticket to stardom, but at this point, it's just cringe. If she's really passionate about acting, maybe she should just admit it and start auditioning for real. If she lands a role, great, and maybe then Ryan can retire from this entire circus. But here's the thing that's really starting to rub me the wrong way. Ryan's never, and I mean never, interviewed alone. His parents are always lurking in the background, making sure he doesn't say something that could hurt their brand. It's honestly kind of disturbing when you think about it. The kid is 13, but his parents are still holding the reins tightly, controlling everything he says and does. If an interviewer dares to ask something even slightly uncomfortable, here come the parents, swooping in to clarify things before Ryan can even speak for himself. I get it, they're protecting their empire,
just show me a
but it
clip
just feels
of that.
wrong for a kid to never have his own voice. Now, let's rewind a little bit to 2018 to 2020, when Ryan was the highest earning YouTuber on the planet. He was literally pulling in more money than anyone else on the platform. No one was even close. But while his earnings have dropped slightly since then, Ryan is still bringing in insane amount of cash, and let's not forget, this is just YouTube money. His brand is everywhere. Walmart, Target, Nickelodeon, it's not just toys anymore, it's a whole industry. The Kardis are swimming in cash, and they've got a luxurious lifestyle to prove it. Multiple mansions worth $5 to $10 million, vacations that scream definitely no budget. They've made it. So why keep making Ryan work? The answer seems obvious. They don't have to, but they want to. They've built this empire, and it's hard to walk away when the money's still rolling in. Now, how does Ryan even make this insane amount of money? It all comes down to advertisers. Advertisers love channels like Ryan's because kids don't know the difference between an ad and a regular video. It's a whole goldmine of product placements, and Ryan is the perfect vehicle for it. Around 90% of his content is paid product placement, and the audience, toddlers. They're prime targets for advertisers. They see Ryan as a trustworthy figure, and they'll buy whatever he says without even knowing they're being sold to. The problem is the FTC caught on, the Federal Trade Commission, who are the enforcement of civil antitrust law and the promotion of...
Yeah, to be honest, there has to be a good balance between freedom and antitrust, and this is like exploitation. Wait, is my
oh no, I used to watch this channel a long time ago when I was a little child.
Really? I did not know that. Honestly, I haven't kept on it. I just know about the drama and stuff going around with the channel.
In 2017, the Children's Advertising Review Unit warned the Karji family that they had to be clearer about when they were advertising products. But did they listen? No. Fast forward 2 years and the FTC gets involved, leading to major fines and massive backlash. YouTube had to pay a $170 million fine.
$170 million! That is ridiculous. That is insane.
Part in this, and suddenly the Karji family were facing serious scrutiny.
Okay, they're using Threads instead of the superior platform X. I'm sorry.
This was all starting to unravel, and for good reason. Ryan was being exploited for his fame and youth, and no one seemed to be doing much about it. Now, as Ryan hits his teenage years and looks completely over the whole thing, his twin sisters Emma and Kay are starting to get more screen time. It's almost like they're being groomed to take over, keeping the revenue stream alive after Ryan's done. Convenient, right? It's like the whole empire was always about keeping the money rolling no matter the cost. At this point, the Karji family has more wealth than they ever need, so why keep pushing Ryan to make videos? Maybe it's a habit, maybe it's greed, or maybe they just can't stop. Either way, it's becoming clear the public perception is shifting, and empires built on exploitation don't last forever. So will Ryan ever get out from under the weight of the YouTube machine? Honestly, who knows? Let me know what you think in the comment. But one thing's for sure, it's not going to be
way
easy.
bigger.
Like,
damn! No way, that is real. That is not real. I was trying to catch on to clickbait, guys. Look at me. Look at me. I tested the RTX 5090. Guys, I have an RTX 4060.
5090 from Nvidia, the current rarest, fastest, and most powerful graphics card in the world.
Oh my goodness, this thing just looks incredible.
It's double the performance of last generation's RTX 4090, making it an absolute beast in games.
We're going to push the RTX 5090 to its limits.
We're going to push the RTX 4090 to its limits. We're going to, and I don't know why I'm screaming in every single frame of the video. I am totally not. Is he trying to be? Is he just like a clone of Morgs? Is he a clone of Morgs?
Generations RTX 4090, making it an absolute beast in game.
By increasing Minecraft's graphics.
I don't wonder why I'm so loud.
More and more until we reach a high enough level of realism able to destroy the RTX 5090. I wonder if we'll be able to do it.
To accurately determine just how powerful the RTX 5090 actually is, I thought it would be a great idea to compare it to my previous RTX graphics cards. Starting off with the iconic RTX 3080. Back just a few years ago, the RTX 3080 was one of the fastest graphics cards you could buy. In a lot of games, the 3080 was one of the fastest graphics cards
you just went, damn! You just put it against the RTX 3090? Are you... Dude, that's... Of course it's gonna be...
You could buy. In a lot of games, the RTX 3080 was only slightly slower than the RTX 3090. So just how far can we push the RTX 3080 in Minecraft?
Okay, we have the RTX 3080 installed inside VPC, starting our in-game testing
Windows
off
11. Dude, you don't have as clean of a taskbar.
3080 installed inside VPC, starting...
Look how minimal and clean my taskbar, my Windows looks. Look how clean that looks.
Minecraft.
Okay, we have the RTX 3080 installed inside VPC, starting...
I could see you have Windows 11. Damn, it's all bloated with that, all of this. Anyways, let me pull up my taskbar. Look how clean it all looks. It looks so clean. My start menu, I know there's nothing on there, but I try to put what matters. And look how clean everything looks. Very minimal.
Our in-game testing off with just default vanilla Minecraft. Despite all of our testing running at 4K, the RTX 3080 actually pulls a respectable
4K. I just run things at 1080. I don't need 4K.
FPS in just completely default Minecraft. But it's when we test shaders that things start to get a little interesting. After enabling our low-end shader, we do drop to around an average of 180 frames per second.
But getting above 200 FPS with our low-end shader at 4K, that's pretty impressive.
Switching to BSL, our medium intensity shader, we do come across an FPS drop from 180 frames per second to around 120, but the 3080 is still surviving very well here. But what if we take things to the next level? With our ultra high intensity Zeus PTGI ray tracing shader.
And because the 3080 is our weakest card, adding ray tracing might not be a very good idea.
Okay, yeah, this is definitely starting to lag. We're now down all the way to 38 FPS. But this really isn't too terrible.
I have an RTX 4060 on this computer.
Considering we're not just running ray tracing, but ray tracing at 4K. But things only get more intensive with our realistic texture packs.
At 64x resolution, the game looks so much more realistic, but it's pretty obvious from here on out the RTX 3080 is going to struggle a bit.
And it only gets worse when we increase the resolution to 128x.
We see a pretty costly performance hit.
As the RTX 3080 more or less starts to hit its 10GB video memory limit, and the game was really starting to stutter now.
And at 256x,
not even joking, the game crashed. Now, even though we didn't hit peak realism, overall the RTX 3080 did a pretty decent job.
Yeah, a pretty decent job. It did like, I don't think you would genuinely need a graphics card that is that, I don't think that's even necessary.
fell short, scoring only 46% on the realism scale. And a year later, I upgraded to the RTX 4070 Ti, so I could give my dad my previous RTX 3080. The RTX 4070 Ti is over 3 years newer, and instead of having 10 gigabytes of video memory, the RTX 4070 Ti has 12 gigabytes. But is the RTX 4070 Ti actually faster than the 3080? Starting off with default Minecraft, the results were already pretty disappointing, as the 4070 Ti was getting the exact same frame rate as the RTX 3080. And when testing our low-end shader, things only got worse. Because the RTX
You call that low end?
4070 Ti actually performed
I'm sorry.
arguably
You call those shaders low end?
worse than the RTX 3080. And things only get weirder with our medium intensity shader, as we see the RTX 4070 Ti take the lead with a rough 15 FPS lead. But then when we switched to our high intensity shader, once again, both GPUs were getting the exact same frame rate as each other. The RTX 4070 Ti was supposed to be an upgrade, and now I'm realizing it might have not been. And with me desperate to see the 4070 Ti take the lead, it was now time to enable our realistic texture pack. And at 64x resolution, my biggest fear came true, because they were still performing head-on with each other. But at 128x, something began to change, because the 4070 Ti was now surpassing the 3080.
That's like the Minecraft movie textures.
Whereas the RTX 3080 was really reaching its limit because of its limited 10 gigabytes of video memory being completely maxed out. So can the 4070 Ti, unlike the RTX 3080, handle 256x resolution?
No way. No way.
Somehow we were running 256x resolution at over 30
Dude, that is like the Minecraft movie textures.
frames per second, thanks to the 4070 Ti just having enough video memory. But unfortunately, this was as far as the 4070 Ti could go, because any further the game would become incredibly unstable.
Yeah, like those effects.
Earning the 4070 Ti a 54% score on the realism scale. But now it is time to test the RTX 5090. This is the most powerful graphics card in the world, with specs.
You want to know something funny? I just saw the box when I got my RTX 4060. Like it was the one from MSI. And it was the one from MSI. I don't know which one particularly. It was just from MSI. And the funny thing is that it still tried to sell the graphics card, even though they're still trying to sell it to me, even though they already did. Dude, MSI, it's already sold. Like, I just like MSI because they try to sell something to you on the box, even though you already have it.
That completely destroying my previously owned graphics cards. I can't wait to see just how immersive we can make Minecraft with this thing. Now I had to spend about $2,300 to get a 50.
No shit, Sherlock. Hold on. I need to reopen my Discord. Reconnect. Double click.
What? Why are there two Gateway stars?
Wait, there's two of me?
I saw two of you.
Really?
So if you want more videos like this, then please subscribe, because I'm on a mission to hit 500,000 subscribers.
500,000 subscribers for 90K.
We're getting really
Yeah.
close.
But in order to actually run the 5090, I actually had to buy a new power supply.
Because the RTX 5090 requires an insane amount of electricity. So after
Yeah.
unboxing...
Make sure to it's gonna make your electric bill. Like
our new power supply and swapping our old one out for our ultra insane one.
Ultra insane.
All that is left to do is install our new RTX 5090 graphics card. I really hope it just works.
But it was here where I noticed something might be wrong with our new RTX 5090.
I noticed every now and then, this fan kind of catches on itself. As you can see, the fan isn't catching now, so hopefully we'll be fine.
And it was time to pray that my $2,500 graphics card actually
Yeah, you
works.
better pray.
But before I did, I took a well-deserved break to appreciate this immaculate sunset.
But luckily, I'd like to thank Odoo for making this journey possible. Now guys, signing online documents could be a rather tedious...
Of course! This is like every clickbait channel I've ever seen. It's like...
Ever capture this feeling?
All that is left to do is turn our computer on with the RTX 5090, and hopefully it will work. I am so nervous right now.
Yeah! I had that problem with my gaming laptop before. Yeah, you set that up, bro! You set that up!
I'm watching you see if you don't react to Yandere ASMR shit.
Yeah, I should start. That's it, chat. I'm quitting Yandere ASMR reaction because this guy is way more entertaining to react in. You set that up. That's scripted.
Turns out I was right. There is definitely something wrong with one of the fans in my 5090.
I think it's getting worse.
And then it miraculously fixed itself.
What just happened?
Look
Guys,
at the
our
mirror
RTX
because
5090
she loves
does work.
ASMR reaction.
I think. Oh, no, it's back. Okay, it is the next day. Okay, and it's time to test the RTX 5090 to see just how fast the world's fastest graphics card actually is.
Despite the 5090 having some issues, everything seems to be working okay.
And there it is, RTX
5090, just zoom into the GPU. Hold on, let me try that. Yeah.
5090. 32 gigabytes of video memory.
That's a
32 gigabytes of video memory, no way.
huge monumental increase over even the RTX 4090. I did perform one more check to see if there was anything wrong with our 5090, and there wasn't, other than, you know.
But regardless, it is now time to see how the RTX 5090 performs inside of Java Edition Minecraft.
And so I loaded the world and prepared myself for insane FPS.
So right off the bat,
yeah, you should be getting FPS around in the thousands.
90 is actually getting, I kid you not, exactly the same frame rate.
No, no. It should be in like the 2000s, bro.
RTX 3080 and 4070 Ti were getting.
And at first you might think, the RTX 5090 isn't an improvement at all.
But that is completely wrong. But if you look closely, we're not utilizing nearly as much GPU
Just put
as
the render distance all the way up, bro. And then we'll be talking. Oh wait, that would actually make it lower, but...
The 3080 and the 4070 Ti were. We're getting 900 FPS at 41% usage.
But for context, if we switch to Sodium with FPS optimizations, we get 1500 FPS.
Yep.
And the 5090 now averages 70% usage.
Okay, this is where things start to get interesting as we slowly push the RTX 5090 to its absolute limits. It is time for the shader test. And of course, just like last time, we are starting off with our low-end shader, aka Silda's Vibrant Shaders. Here we go. Whoa!
We were getting over 500 frames per second with our low-end shader, which was more than double what the 3080 and 4070 Ti were getting. And if we lower our resolution down to 1080p...
So at 1080p, the 5090 is so powerful...
Oh, because you're on 4K, am I
that it actually only uses 60% of itself to run Minecraft shaders. That is incredible.
Okay, that thing is just like, that's what I get normally without shaders.
Seriously? I just hope it doesn't get worse, right?
And now, of course, switching over to our
that's how I tell this is scripted.
Shader. So last time, our 4070...
This video is scripted. Chat, I think I'm gonna I think I'm gonna get blocked by this guy, but I'm pointing out how conveniently, because this guy is scripted.
Ti was getting around 140 frames.
And our RTX 3080 was only getting 120. But what about the 5090?
Surely it can't be more than 200. Oh my gosh.
That's almost 3 times more frames than the RTX 4070 Ti.
It's clear we're nowhere near making this thing struggle at all. And it feels so smooth, it should be borderline illegal.
But how will the...
Whoa. Look.
And it feels so smooth, it should be borderline illegal.
Bro didn't activate his Windows!
Eagle.
But how will the 5090 perform with our ray tracing shader? This is where the true power of the RTX 5090 should really begin to show.
Oh boy, is it gonna get interesting now. Now, last time when we tested our highest intensity shader, neither the 3080 or 4070 Ti broke above 60 or even 40 FPS. But with the 5090, well, all right. Oh, whoa. Oh my gosh. This is Zeus PTGI, one of, if not the most difficult to run Minecraft shader. I've never seen this shader in Minecraft history get above 90 FPS. But to push the 5090 to its limits, it is time for our high-resolution texture pack. This is where things are really gonna get interesting. Starting off with our 64X version. Oh my goodness. 78 FPS.
Just cut to the chase, bro.
The game has no business being this smooth at this resolution.
Oh, and the 5090, it gets more than double
more
the
like the
FPS
Minecraft
of
movie.
what the 3080 and 4070 Ti were getting.
I think it's time to up the resolution of our texture pack from 64 to 128. We have to be getting below 60 now. 64 to 128. Getting below. Few frames, or have we? Wow, look at these flowers. This looks like artwork right now. Look at the way that sun ray is hitting the wood. The 5090 is destroying our 128x resolution.
And even after switching to 256x resolution, the RTX 5090, first of all, it wasn't even close to dropping below 60 FPS. Secondly, we were getting more FPS.
Some of these textures are starting to look actually like real life now. Look at that. Oh my goodness, okay.
We're now reaching unseen levels of realism in this video. So let's switch from 256x to 1024x resolution.
Yeah, just cut to the chase.
Resolution so high that these textures look like real life unless you look really close.
Yeah, really close.
The only question, can the 5090 handle it?
Just cut
to
to
give
the...
you an i70 Ti, and when it managed to eventually load, this is what the world looked like.
What is this? What is going on? This is so weird. Okay, I've just applied the 1024x resolution. Honestly, I'm pretty nervous to find out. There is no way we're still getting 60 FPS.
Yeah, we're gonna get 60 FPS.
Oh my goodness. That is crazy. Well, we've done it. We're definitely below 60. I didn't really
Okay, I
know
was
this,
wrong.
to be honest. Oh my goodness.
But as soon as we left the jungle, we were getting...
I'm getting 90 frames per second now.
At this point, I'm not even sure if the 5090 can be beaten. But it is once again time to increase our realism from 1024x to 2048x. Just look how intensive this is. It's crazy. And additionally, I added a bunch of realism mods to the game, including realistic sounds, realistic flying, infinite render distance, and real-life physics. All to reach 100%.
Oh yeah, I played around with real-life physics.
I just hope the 5090 can run it. At first, the 2048x resolution just wouldn't load. It turns out my computer's 32 gigabytes of RAM was actually not enough. And in actuality, the 5090 was just chilling. But with our RAM full, I had to give up and accept defeat. Just kidding, because the next day, I installed another 32 gigabytes of RAM, and with now 64 gigabytes of RAM.
There is no way that is not enough RAM.
Yep, no, it still wouldn't run. Because I am not joking when I say this. Apparently, to run this resolution, I will need 88 gigabytes of RAM. So I did what any normal person does, and spent an extra $600 on top of our 5090 purchase to buy 128 gigabytes of the fastest RAM I could.
Look how cool that looks. The screen isn't turning on though. Oh my gosh! That is a
You're a
long
psychopath,
RAM.
bro. This guy is a
I
psychopath.
think it might actually work now. Here we go. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on!
It duped you.
It loaded! Oh yeah, and look at all the realism mods we've installed. Will the RTX 5090 survive 100% realism? Oh god, it's taking a while.
Why are you bleeping out your frame rate? Bro, you just bleeped out your frame rate.
Oh my god, our frames! Oh my god, our frames! Oh my god, our frames! Oh, dude, look at the stone! 28 gigabytes of video memory.
Okay, 24 frames per second is cinematic.
Look how far it goes! That render distance, look at the render distance! Okay, 25 FPS, it's definitely laggier now. Dude, this is a real life piece of wood. 30 frames? Look at the water! Realistic physics!
Oh yeah, I think I know what mod he's using.
Oh my god! We finally made the 5090 lag.
The 5090 is a beast, but real life will always be more realistic. Go touch some grass. Check this video out. Thank you for watching.
Yeah, okay,
and
that's pretty base.
goodbye.
Touch some grass. Oh my goodness. Now you just made me look poor in comparison. Is Riley still on? No, Riley's not on. So let me go ahead and Minecraft. But I can say I have pretty good shaders. That looks ridiculous.
Sorry, my PC lagged.
Yeah. Yeah, this is ridiculous. It's supposed to zoom in. On screen with camera. Like, yeah, this looks pretty good. Yep, my GPU fans are kicking in. Every time I do this, the GPU fans kick in. Like, look at this. Look how much frames I get. 243 frames. Should I, like, up my shaders? No, I like these shaders. I don't want to, like... Look at this. That could never be me. I built the PC. I'll tell you this, it's a custom built PC. Okay, so the noise level is getting a little too much. Let me record this and look at this. Testing. Trying to see if my voice doesn't get overpowered. All right, let's see the recording. Testing. Trying to see if my voice doesn't get overpowered. It's very low and it doesn't sound disruptive, although it does kind of look disruptive on the wave. It's just a low rumbling. This guy, psychopath, tortures his GPU. Psychopath tortures his GPU. This psychopath tortured his GPU. Get ready for Happy Gashed. I'm using the fabric loader. It's always the physics mods. Shaders. Because Paper didn't upgrade to a new version, and just to keep things easier on everyone. The memory numbers are moving really fast. And by the way, I'm only playing this at 720p. Hold on. Actually, now that I think about it, window size doesn't make much of a difference, actually. I'm shocked. That doesn't make a difference. I'll just tweak out the whole thing after the stream, so anyways, I'm gonna be bringing out the psychopath tortures his GPU. Okay, it's cooling down now. The fan speed